Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas in a music movie? Not on my 2026 bingo card, but let's take a look. What's going on, everybody? Tom Chattelbash here, and if you love movies and TV like I do, then rest assured you are in the right place. And today we're going to be talking about the new movie Power Ballad starring Nick Jonas and Paul Rudd. Now, Power Ballad centers on a middle-aged wedding singer named Rick, who's played here by Paul Rudd, who crosses paths with Danny, who's a former member of a pop band. They meet at this wedding, they cross paths, they end up jamming out together one night. And little does Rick know that Danny decides that in order to create a successful solo career for himself, he takes a song that Rick gave him and turns it into this pop sensation, and naturally Rick is very upset about that and wants to receive the recognition that he deserves. So essentially, it's like Big Fat Liar for adults. Now, I was really looking forward to this movie, mainly because this is coming to us from writer-director John Carney, who has made some of my favorite music films full stop, whether it be Once or Begin Again, Sing Street, Flora and Son. I mean, he makes these great films about music, and this one looks right up my alley. I love the cast, I love the concept, and I was just in. Power Ballad may not be pitch perfect, but I think it strikes a lot of the right chords, and it makes for a very fun, crowd-pleasing movie. Now, the two central performances from Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas are terrific. I think they have a great chemistry with one another. It's very palpable. I think that they're able to handle the comedic and dramatic material very well, and I feel like Jonas here, he's kind of wielding that pop star magnetism like a not-so-secret weapon, and Rudd is just continuing to prove his genre versatility, and he can absolutely handle more dramatic material, and the way that his performance is able to kind of toe that line between funny and dramatic, I think is really well done. I just give Rudd some more dramatic stuff. He can handle it. And as for the film itself, it's got that John Carney Irish charm to it. It's very funny. It's got a lot of great music in it as well. The main song that these two men are fighting over is actually very catchy and is absolutely an earworm that will be stuck with you long after the credits roll. And the thing that I love about John Carney movies is that he explores people who aren't perfect, and he shows those imperfections. He shows these characters' ugly sides, especially after we get to know them and really like them and become emotionally invested with them. He's not afraid to do that here, and what he's able to do with both of these main characters I think is great, because I think he fleshes them both out really well. I mean, you have this middle-aged wedding singer whose glory days are far behind him, who finally has this chance of success and really providing for his family and achieving the kind of fame that he always wanted. And then you have this former boy band star who is trying to break free from the shadow of that group and carve his own path and be his own solo artist, and is struggling to do so and find his own identity, and he doesn't really know who he is. And both of those explorations are well done. They're given the time that they need to breathe and develop, so naturally, when these two characters clash in that climax, I thought it was really emotionally compelling stuff, so that was really well done. And this film has that great Carney combination of heartfelt and funny with great music sprinkled on top. The only notable issue I have with this movie is that I feel like it takes far too long to find its rhythm, to try to figure out what it wants to be, where it wants to go. It doesn't know sometimes whether it wants to be a crowd-pleasing music film or if it wants to be like a hard-hitting dramedy. It doesn't know which of those films it really wants to be, and it has a bit of an identity crisis for those first two acts, but by the time that third act rolls around, it really finds its footing, plants its feet in the ground, and really starts firing on all cylinders the way every great John Carney film does. Do I wish it got there faster? Of course, but there's still some really great moments sprinkled throughout those first two acts that make them worthwhile, even though they're a little bit flawed. So in the end, Power Ballad is a crowd pleaser. I think audiences are gonna eat this one up. I think Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas make for a great pair to watch on screen. They are in perfect harmony together. Yes, I know there are a lot of planned words in this review. I can't help it. I am who I am, and I enjoy it. It may not be John Carney's best film, but if this movie solidifies anything for me, is that if John Carney wants to make movies about music for the rest of his career, I will happily be in the front row and watch every second. So that's my take on Power Ballad. Are you excited for the movie? Let me know down below, and if you get a chance to check it out once it hits theaters on June 5th, let me know down below. If you loved it, hated it, thought it was just okay, let me know down below. And until next time, everybody, I'm Tom Chattelbash, YouTube's most reliable movie critic.